Hello viewers, I'm SB, and welcome back to this situation. This kind of stuff is still happening here in Control. We're about to go in there and touch that, whatever that is. It seems like it's going to be real dangerous. Probably we won't blow up the building. I give us a 60% chance of not blowing up the entire building. And then once we finish with our important business down here, I think the maintenance sector bears a little bit more of a detailed look around. Oh, hey, we're above the... That's where we are. I do get turned around in here sometimes. It's nice when you have something like this and you can sort of recontextualize your position. Yeah, but like I was saying, once we do this, we should look around the maintenance sector a little bit more because there are some things that we couldn't get to before that we definitely can get to now. What form is my gun in? Okay, spin works. We can work with spin. Blackrock Quarry that way, collectibles this way. Maybe? Yes! Never wrong about the collectibles. The NSC. The NSC was designed by order of Deputy Chief Trench shortly before he became director. The container provides a safe method of extraction of, you know, all this excess energy output, while acting as a humane way to house him. The coolant pump keeps the container and its occupant from overheating while the energy is siphoned. The energy is then conducted to the converters where it is rendered into a fluid through the use of turbine generators. The electricity produced powers the entire bureau. Everybody knows fluid electricity is much more efficient than the other kind, making us completely self-sufficient and effectively invisible on the New York City grid, although also we have other things doing that, presumably. After NSCO-1's disappearance by some unknown manifestation of, you know, the bad stuff, the occupant was restrained and a second model was built. NSCO-2 possesses built-in spatial anchors that are designed to prevent any translocative effect from its occupant. So they built an entire one of these things, and whatever's inside here just vanished it? Also, SC stands for sarcophagus container, so that's disconcerting. I haven't felt concerted at any point during this entire game. So these walkways up here, these are how we access that area that was way, way up in the air in the NSC coolant pump room, right? Can we get there now? Where am I relative to the coolant pump room? So that's the control room. The coolant pumps would be on this side. Let's go see. I bet this is... Oh, well, maybe there's not actually a way over there. Because, yeah, that's going to take us back to the furnace chamber. Maybe that's how we would get there? Who's ready to get distracted and forget what's going on because there might be a chest that contains a single mod? I mean, we should probably run around real quick and look on this level as well. Now that I realize that this is down here. Oh, okay. Very nearly fell. A little bit more than I intended to fall. I guess this is safe too, though. Man, this thing should be, somebody should do some maintenance. You know, if only we had some kind of guy who could come over here and finish the job. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying. If you're capable of detecting the very clever thing I'm expressing there. Is there... I'm wondering if we're going to find, like, a thing we can drop here that's going to make it easy to access this later. I'm getting just, like, very distracted. Do you remember what we were supposed to be doing? Me neither. Okay, so that's where I wanted to try to go to access the coolant area. But what's down here? There was another ramp down. Ramp is a strong word, but there's another way down. It's remarkable how this is torn in exactly the same way as the floor above it. Either that or it just is the floor above it. I guess that's possible because, you know, oldest house and everything. Wait, have I just always been able to go up here and I didn't realize that the entrance was there? And now we're on a diversion from a diversion from a diversion at this point. Just curious if there's an easy way down to the ground floor and thus back up. And it looks like maybe not. I mean, we could try to climb some pipes to get back up here easily. I don't know. There was what looked like an access lift a floor or two up, but unfortunately, most of the things that look like lifts have not actually been functional thus far. Also, I'm pretty sure I was like 90% of the way around the circle and I just ran back instead of moving 10% forward. Okay, let's actually do the thing. Let's remember what I came here to do that was preventing me from doing the other thing I came here to do. That seems dangerous. Those things just shooting sparks all over the place. Yeah, in theory, the entrance might be over here somewhere. Oh, hey, red crowbar. What kind of video game is this I can't pick up the red crowbar? It's ridiculous. Ooh, can I mind powers the red crowbar? No, it doesn't look like it. I mean, I could do it indirectly by picking up the... Never mind. I was going to say by picking up the box that it's in, but I kind of... Huh. What is in here that is fragile? Well, I guess at this point... Oh, weird. The wall is off of the box, but the decals have remained. Well, whatever was in there probably wasn't important. I've chosen to believe. I have decided. Okay, all we got for that was a ritual impulse, which is, I don't know, probably the thing we want. Can I climb up here and look in there? Because I would love to know where we are vertically relative to those platforms we saw up at the top of the room. If I'm too high or too low. Okay, definitely cannot get through that. Well, maybe this would be a good time to get back to the thing. Get back to the actual job. Apparently the control points have beams of light coming off of them that you can see for quite a distance. Not something that we have needed to know previously. What about all these other pipes? Do they go places? What is in there? That's the control room. I think we were in there already. Yeah, like I'm still compelled to explore. I don't want to miss files. I thought so far the files have been really cool and interesting, but I really do wish I was rewarded just a little bit better for doing the thing that I'm already going to be doing and that I'm definitely not going to stop doing just because I'm not getting rewarded. And there's actually a lot of levels to everything out here. Okay, where was that lift? I saw something that kind of looked like a lift. Maybe I didn't. Maybe the oldest house has tricked me once again, because it certainly couldn't be my fault. Alright, let's just get... I'm not going to be able to climb that. That's a little too tall. Okay, here we go. A little boost? Nope, not enough of a boost. This is what we need. Okay, to the Black Rock Quarry. I'm so glad that the signs in the game are actually helpful. Okay, is this the other side of that? Yeah, this is what's on the other side of that door in that area we were in. Is that... Oh no, that's just damage. For a second there I thought that was mold coming through the wall. You know how I feel about that mold. I wonder if we should have spoken to Ahti first. I'm wondering if we might have been able to get a side quest that just happens to take place in the mission area once again. This feels like the sort of place you might find Ahti, though, doesn't it? Wait, I thought... For a second there, I thought I heard singing. It's just wishful thinking, probably. I'm telling you, I'm not falling for it. I know they're going to do it at some point. Okay. Just a chest as usual. So obviously they want us to just use the big elevator. We're going to make sure that we're not missing anything. Okay, pretty confident.
Elevator's broken.
Of course it is.
Gotta
Of course
get down
it is.
the old-fashioned way.
Psychic powers. You know what? part of my stupid brain was like, well, when I fall on that box, I'm just going to crash right through it because it's fragile. It's not usually what people mean when they write. They don't mean this box is fragile. Oh, that guy does not see us yet. Can't really get a good angle on him, but I'm definitely going to throw something at him here. Oh, no, wait. You're supposed to just shoot these dudes. We'll just... Damn it. If he doesn't know we're here, he's doing a great job of accidentally evading my angles. Ah. That's annoying. I'm doing such a bad job of shooting him. Oh. Okay. Yeah, let's be vigilant. I don't want to run into any charged in super close quarters on these walkways. Huh, was he really the only one? We don't really see a lot of isolated hiss, do we? It's kind of strange considering the size of the building. I guess probably the FBC generally tells workers to operate in groups because, you know, of all the things that can happen in this horrible place. This horrible, wonderful place. So maybe that's why? Oh, is he aware of me? He sure isn't. Well, he is now. Seems like the ability of charged to fly is actually pretty limited. That thought about the building being wonderful and terrible, though, does remind me of something I wanted to talk about. I really appreciate how much Jesse is into what's happening here. Can I dash through this fence? Well, that seems important, right? The way it's lit all conspicuously. Am I going to be able to get into that room somehow, or should I just try to throw a piece of rock or something through here? Let's back up a little bit so if this bounces off, it doesn't break my face open. Okay, well, I think I'm probably not going to be able to interact with that. Just going to shoot the big button. Remarkably, that didn't work. But yeah, I kind of love I feel like that's a pretty narratively different than the thing. There's a lot of video game characters who are, like, reluctantly in their circumstances. And it's a nice change of pace for Jesse to be having as much fun as I'm having, even though for both of us it's kind of screwed up that we're having that much fun. The way that that back away from the fence so this doesn't bounce off and hit us in the face thing, that comes from a real place. I once... I don't even want to describe the full circumstances of it because it's so stupid. But I did once have occasion to throw a baseball bat at a fence. For good reasons. Needed to happen. Somebody needed to be the brave one to step up and throw the bat. And it did, in fact, bounce off of the fence and turn around like some kind of psychically projected missile and hit me dead in the mouth. And if you've never been hit in the mouth with a baseball bat, let me tell you something. It's exactly as fun as you're thinking it is. Is there really... I'm just going to have to drop all the way down to here, huh? We're going to take some fall damage on that. I guess we could try to land on those shelves. These shelves over here are easier. Yeah, that's not so bad. Also, apparently there was a threshold remnant just sitting down there. It's probably stuff from the guys I killed. Alright, let's reduce the amount of cover they have, huh? Jesus. What did I even shoot at the end there? I thought that was like a forklift. I must have shot a fuel tank. Ooh, okay. Research. Personnel protection. I mean, I would love to, but I'm also very busy. So we're down in the quarry. I think we're going to skip that. I don't think you get anything for the timed missions. Like anything super relevant. I think it's always just like a little bit of currency or whatever. You know, stuff that is not in short supply in general. You know, I guess I can look around after I clear the point. Okay. The lighting in here is much less unpleasant. And now the elevator works, because we've pulled all of the walls out of it. Okay, we're already over here. This area has so many weird little corners, it feels super weird that it seems like there's not a chest hidden anywhere. They've been so generous with them so far. I've gotten used to being rewarded with a garbage chest for basically everything I do. Okay, well, I guess forward then. So the black rock seems pretty important. There you. Feels like that's a pretty good guy to seize. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, man, the combat just feels good. Is he? No, he's dead. Sometimes it seems to leave them alive with like a tiny little bit of health. Did he trade with the guy who killed him? Oh, this might be the guy who killed him. Wow, the spin gets really inaccurate if you just hold the button down. Oh, that's not even a guy. It's just a red valve on a thing. Where's this other person who's shooting? Man, we're not done yet, huh? There sure are a lot of these damn guys. Takes a little while to get that lifted. That's interesting. I hadn't really noticed that before, but it actually does take longer to get good control of heavy objects. You gotta get your psychic self underneath them. Yep, so this is what happened over there by the thing that I thought was a forklift. It was a forklift. I just shot the explodey part. Ooh. Boy, I wonder if I should have done this. This feels like a thing it might be tough to come back from. By which I mean this looks like maybe forward. Can we see? No? I guess this is just another way back to the furnace chamber? I mean, let's go feel it out. It's probably reversible. There were, in fact, boxes stacked over there. So apparently, I did not realize this when I started playing it, but apparently this is one of the first games to really take advantage of the new fancy RTX lighting tech. So if you have a very fancy graphics card... Ooh. Hidden location discovered. Have we gotten that notification before? I mean, we found areas that seemed... Oh, Jesus. What? What's shooting at me? I said, what is shooting at me? And then I made a noise like I had resolved the mystery. But I actually still don't really know what that was. Unfortunately, by the time we saw it, we were red. Very red. Hard to see through all of that red. I bet this game looks really cool with all those fancy ray tracing, like realistic lighting effects, especially given the amount of colored lighting in the game, but my hardware is nowhere near being able to do that thing. Okay, let's hope they remember that we completed the combat encounter. Nope. Oh well, we're just gonna have to play the fun video game again. Ooh, that was bad. That was a pretty bad throw. Lift the heavy thing. I am doing a terrible job. Yeah, I wonder if we overdid it with the launch damage. Because it's now much more difficult for us to have an enemy end up at low health via launch. God, I wish I had grenades. This is like a really good grenade situation. Oh. Ask and you shall receive. Come on. There we go. I could just use a little bit of help here. Actually, never mind. Maybe I'm wrong about that. He's running like he thinks there's something to fight. I think we're good. Okay. Let's try that secret area thing one more time. I've probably been missing tons of them. Surprised that this is where I found one, given how many little, like, side paths and stuff there seem to be over here. Okay, so we are going to be a little bit more cautious. We are also maybe going to take this big canister of flammable fuel. Bring this down with us. I think we might have a use for it. Kind of wish I hadn't picked this up with the middle mouse button, because now my hand is in a real awkward position. Alright, I still don't know exactly where we were being shot from, or what we were being shot by. Oh, it was just like a normal sniper guy, I think. Can we... Just in case, let's swap the Shatter out for the Pierce. I mean, I know I'm not in love with the Pierce. Maybe it's pistol, actually. Also, why are my missions glowing? What do I have a new thing? Nope. Okay. Ow. Shoot. Well, how am I going to resolve this? It really sucks sometimes to not have passive health regen. I guess what we're going to do... No, hold on. Never mind. Throw that away. Throw that away. What we're going to do is we're going to shield. We're going to use the shield to... That did not work. My gun charges very slowly. Okay. I need to just use the grip, probably. The Pierce is bad. It takes way too long to charge, and it doesn't do enough for the charge. Like, if it could shoot through walls or something, you know, which would make sense given the name, it might be worth all the extra effort. But if I'm just going to shoot enemies with it, I bet I kill things with the grip faster than I would kill them with the Pierce anyway. Oh dear, I think it remembered. Yep, it sure did. Right, you! Distract them! I want to try to get that shield guy, which is why I'm not just throwing stuff at him. Good work, buddy. Come on, come on. Okay. I saw red down there in the corner, and I was like, oh, is that an explosive I could throw at him? But no, it was just a bucket. That said, I probably still should have thrown the bucket at him. It would have been way more effective than shooting him. I gotta remember that the loading screen tips, I'm not sure if they're contextual or not, but they, so far, have been, like, very on point. Every time I do something dumb, the loading screen's like, here's, you know, what you could have done if you wanted to, like, live instead of that. Maybe what we want to do here is, that didn't work. Yeah, maybe what we want to do here is defeat this combat encounter and then go back to the control point so that it remembers, so we can, like, save our progress a little bit. Jesus Christ, there's so much garbage in here that I can't even throw debris because it just hits all the other debris. Ah, damn it, I overdid it. It probably, in the end, is not worth all the trouble of, we're in a situation here. Probably in the end is not worth all the trouble of seizing guys. But it's cool. I want to do it. That's just gonna have to be good enough. Oh! Hey, dude. How you doing? Please do not kill. I was trying to get over to that health. I was hoping that the shield was omnidirectional. It seems like it is not. We hadn't actually tested that before. We had always used the shield while facing the enemies. So now we know. That's something, right? Information's good. Ah, damn it. There's some pretty generous auto-aim on the, what do you call it? On the throw. But it seems to not really function if you are moving. God, I love this power. Hey, I got a 2 for there. Look at that. Skill is increasing. Who needs to aim when you could just shoot more bullets? What if instead of having a 100% accuracy rating, you just fired 10,000 bullets at the enemies? Alright, we are touching the control point. I do have an extra ability point. I don't know where I picked that up. We were trying to pick this, right? Curious what followed up. Looks like maybe just more guys? Okay, yeah. An additional seize. Honestly, not that good. It would be really tough given how quickly our seized enemies get killed. I think it would be really tough to maintain a... It's not even easy to maintain the 2 we can run at once right now. Okay, hopefully that will remember that we have completed the combat encounter and not force me to do it again when I inevitably fail this. Ow. Okay, not what I meant to do. Just kind of... Okay, pretty large projectile. Not exactly the stiletto precision of that tank that we used last time. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, see, that's a problem. Okay, so we're going to swap back to the other gun. Shield up. Okay, I see him. Let's give ourselves a second. Alright, here we go. Okay. Not a lot of health to work with. I don't know. Does my health regenerate at all over time? I think it doesn't, right? Ooh, we are having some difficulties with the old vision here. So is there a way that I'm able to interact? Like, what am I even doing here? There is a... That's a chest, right? Is that what this is all for? That chest? Alright, well, I think I can make it across to there. Although I might want to jump from up here to do that. Then it looks like there's a ledge that leads along that side. Just a couple of jumps. Boy, there better be some damn good mods in that thing. Ooh. Climb! Ah! You know, Mario, she ain't. The controls could be a little bit better. Maybe that was the wrong way to go. It seemed like we could also have gone along the left wall. I mean, it might just be the chest. There might not be anything else of value in there, but I really do want to go find out. Okay, it does not, in fact, remember your progress. You know what, though? I think we could probably just bail on the combat encounter, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay. we're not going to try this all day, but let's give it another go or two. It is a little bit of a pain how much setup there is for reaching... Wow. Okay. That was a surprise. They just shot me. They shot me in my explosive tank. I was not... I did not yet have eyes on that sniper, but he sure had eyes on me. Alright, like I was saying, we're not going to try this all day, but... The thing I'm concerned about with not getting it, obviously I don't care too much about the, chest itself. The thing I'm concerned about is that there might be a file down there. There might be something to read. That I would be bummed out to miss. So maybe the smart play is not to carry the explosive thing, but to carry the thing that is merely heavy. So that if I get shot in the thing I'm carrying, I don't immediately die. Also, they definitely are already shooting at me, which feels unsporting to me. It's almost like they don't even want to give me a fair shot. Can't quite see him from here. There we go. He can shoot at you after he dies. It's over here somewhere, right? Okay. This time we have enough health that we can probably make a mistake without it being instantly lethal. So yeah, we could try to jump across that way, from that rock over to there. Doesn't seem great to me. I really thought the path looked like here to there, over to there. But maybe not. Actually, am I allowed to just walk on the ground here? I might be allowed to just walk on the ground here. I kind of thought that the game was warning me off of that with the spooky vision, but there is totally a path where there isn't mold. Nope, I'm taking damage. I'm taking constant damage. You know what? It might be that I just can't go further into this room. Because as soon as we jumped over there, we were taking damage as well, right? Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to try to jump across that rock, and if we start taking damage from being on the rock, which I am not successfully doing... Okay, so we're just taking constant damage from being in this room. There must be something that we get eventually. Actually, I wonder if having the shield up would prevent that damage. But I'm also wondering if there's maybe a way of dealing with the mold that we get a hold of eventually, and we need to have that before we navigate this. That may well be the case. Alright, let's not worry about it anymore for right now, then. Come on, turn. Okay. Damn it. There we go. Good work. The Seas guy actually killed somebody. Okay, that was not a great shot, but fortunately that thing I picked up splintered into an awful lot of pieces. Basically like a hurled shotgun blast. Alright, so I'm not going to worry about that little side area anymore. We'll see. If we get significantly further in the game and we don't ever discover a way of pushing back the mold, then we can go in there and give it another shot later. We need additional diamond blades ASAP. Contiguous rim this time to get the clean cut research wants. This Blackrock shit is tough. We're going through blades like we're made of the damn things. The dimensions for these slabs of Blackrock they want are outrageous. For all the grief they're causing me, these fire breaks better fucking work a treat. Go ahead and double the last order. That's interesting. My experience has been that like work a treat phrase is not really an American phrase. I don't know of any place in America where people say that. That reads to me as a thing that is way more British. Okay, well this is a little weird. Boy, do you think this is where we're supposed to be going? Let's maybe wait for this to, yeah, this piece. So we're on to float a little bit higher.
Oh.
Well, that is definitely forward. So we're going back. Why make progress when you could instead get more weapon mods? Also, how is that not what she expected when we received a psychic... Oh, Jesus. Okay. I knew I was hearing something. We still don't have a way to kill those things, right? Hopefully it won't come forward too far. Just kind of curious what else is around here. Okay, this will be accessed from the way that we just saw. What else is happening over here? You know, physics, just video game physics, perfectly normal video game physics. And then, yeah, this takes us down to the side area. Okay. I feel like we've mapped the area pretty thoroughly then. Does this go? No, it does not go anywhere. Alright, do not go down. We go up. It's funny that they put that thing in there so that you would want to take the upper route, right? But also, did they really need to? Because, like, I feel like video games just teach you if you see some boxes, you should climb the boxes. Alright, we're going to come down on the other side of a fence. Where we could, in theory, see the spooky thing if we hadn't accidentally lured it away. And then we'd be like, oh man, look at this spooky thing. I mean, there are spooky things over here to look at, I suppose. When do you think exactly that it was that it's rocks but they float became like universal video game visual language for this is a spooky time? Where we're in a place where things are not as they seem. Things are not right. So I feel like that's been a thing for, I don't know, a decade at least. Let's open this just in case we need to flee suddenly. Now, way more than a decade, because when you see Outland in Warcraft 3, that was maybe the first time that I had seen that thing, and Warcraft 3 came out in the 90s, maybe? I don't know. All Bureau personnel are reminded to kindly not smoke in the quarry. Even though the quarry area is technically an outdoor space, it is still part of the Bureau, and therefore no smoking rule does apply. Not only is it inconsiderate toward your fellow employees to refrain from inflicting the harm of secondhand smoke, I read that a little bit wrong, but you know what we're saying. It is also prudent to avoid any risk of gas fires, unforeseen threshold reactions, and possible creation of altered receptacles. Under no circumstances should cigarette butts be left in the quarry. Thank you for your understanding. That sounds to me like a response to a specific situation that arose. Well, they're gonna let me climb a thing. I'm gonna climb the thing. Nope, I'm no longer... Okay, yeah, we can still climb. I don't think we're going to be able to actually get up on that walkway, though. Anyway, what were we doing? We had some kind of job here or something. And we could switch over to the Pierce and start picking at these dudes. Sure, we'll just activate the explosives. Sounds like a great idea. What a good, extremely good idea. Well, we probably don't want to be standing over here when we activate them. Okay, we're going to need to power them up with a bunch of power bricks. Alright, I'm not going to switch to the prism. We'll just use the grip. Or the prism, the pierce. The grip really is inaccurate at long range. Oh, hold on. How about we use our other thing that is accurate at long range? You know, this one. Surprise! It's very rude. What is wrong with that guy? Oh, that's a pretty good seize. If he just gets a little closer, there we go. All right. Tough enough and does enough damage, then he should be able to... Where's the thing? There's one of those Healy rifts around here somewhere. Oh, Jesus, it just threw a bunch of gas canisters at me. Well, we did not successfully destroy the rift. It takes a couple of good hits, and unfortunately, it's very teleporting. Okay, one problem solved. Problem the next is this dude with the 1,000,000 health and all of the psychic powers. Come on. There we go. Charged over there that's just waiting for an opportunity. Okay, let's just take a second here. Man, even more of those dudes, huh? We really need to get down there so that I can get some damn health. Still hearing a lot of screaming. I think I may have accidentally hit one in the back when I was pulling that up. I don't know exactly where the rest of them are. It feels a little unfair, like they don't seem to be able to get up here. Yeah, I guess they didn't expect you to engage from up here because they didn't give the enemies any ability to reach you. Ooh, what is that? A seize accelerator of, I'm assuming... Nope, that's not what I wanted. I don't want to take that mission. That seize accelerator, I think, was just super high quality. Yeah. Wow, plus 70% seize speed. That's actually really good. We will totally use that. What else did we pick up? We got some stuff that seemed okay. Spin rate of fire boost. I mean, I kind of like this thing. Yeah, let's keep this thing up. And then we're at accuracy and damage up on the grip. I think those are all good. All right, I cannot do this yet. We're probably not actually going to go do that research mission. I did not mean to accept that. It's just that accept mission and open your book are the same button. The mission spawned while I was getting ready to open the thing. Alright, tell me how this works. Nope, tell me about something else that happened in the quarry. During my weekly safety inspection of the quarry threshold, I discovered the entire crew in a state of undress. The whole team was just butt-ass naked, aligned and staring in a uniform direction, the city in the distance. Despite my most vocal efforts to gain their attention, they remained nude for more than 200 minutes, until I had to resort to literally clothing them. Afterwards, they were dazed and could not provide any rationale for their behavior or any specific memories of engaging in it. My official recommendation for any crew working in a threshold area is to shorten the length of their shifts or to carry out mandatory psychological evaluations, maybe install more buttons on their clothing so it's harder to take off, you know? And maybe we should order another expedition to the city. That's ominous. Yeah, the city with the capital C, and that's a thing we've not heard of, I think, up to this point. Alright, well, one of our power bricks appears to be up on this thing. Okay, this is pretty straightforward as far as video game puzzling goes. Honestly, I will say that that's like the #1 thing that I would like to be different. I'm having a great time with this game. This is like all the way up my alley, but I do wish that the puzzles were a little bit more puzzly. I'm not saying that every video game needs to be The Witness, but like The Witness was a very good game is all, so maybe... You know, I like puzzle games though. Probably a lot of people who are coming here for the crazy action shooter are not so excited about the prospect. Okay, so you can gently put down a grabbed thing if you climb. There's at least one more place to put a thing, right? I thought there were 4. I thought that we saw another one like further up above. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Yeah, maybe. Maybe this is what I was seeing, actually, and I thought this was a socket because it has the lights. Alright, well, Polaris is pretty insistent that we just get on with it, so I guess let's just get on with it? But hold on. Though. What exactly is up here? Jesse? Okay, thank you. Let's cooperate with me a little bit here. This is not actually a ledge. Maybe we can't get up there. That's where I was trying to get up to. That ledge up there. Maybe we cannot do that just yet. Oh wait, this looks potentially climbable. If we can just figure out a way to get up onto that step. No, it looks like probably not. Yeah, nowhere near. Alright, I guess we'll blow up the wall. Probably blowing up the wall will give us a better shot. That looks like the place where the path is closest to working is here, and it's just too tall. If we jump on this crate, which is not... oh, never mind. Apparently that's not going to work for a number of reasons. Let's go blow stuff up. I can't believe I have had the opportunity to blow a thing up for this long and I have not seized upon it. Yeah, I mean, there sure are only 3 screens. Maybe that's the cool moment people were talking about with the song, that sick EDM song that the console was playing. Okay, well, got me some black rock. Don't really know 100% what I'm going to do with it.
Where you led me. The HRAs, the prisms, they mean something to you. I need to get this prism to Marshall before it's too late. HRAs, then Dylan.
Feels like we ought to keep moving, maybe. Alright, even when they're in their collapse state, still damaging. Good to know. Also, I should swap my gun back to spin. What is this? Did we come over here before? This is weird. Well, I guess this is a way to drop it. I doubt we're going to be able to climb our way out of here. Again, if there is a double jump or something, there sure are a lot of areas where it feels like you could make good use of a double jump. Also, seems like it's getting harder and harder to put them into their collapse states. This is bad. This is bad. I went the wrong way. Okay, over here. Over here. This is the way out. It's a good thing we looked around earlier. Got our bearings. We really angered them. I mean, are they made of black? No, these things are totally composed of astral energy, right? These are not black rock. Unless black rock is a physical manifestation of some astral energy, which it could be, presumably. Oh, board countermeasures. Oh, right. Yeah, turn this thing in. We got the best shatter projectile choke. I'm not even sure if I care about that. Ooh. A random absolute personal mod. Just kill people in the executive sector. It doesn't even matter who. Okay, I'm doing that. We're doing that. We should check and see... Nope, no more weapon forms. So at this point, we have a lot of currency available. This might be a good time to start buying... Oh, we still don't have enough house memories. Never mind. Well, once we do, that's a thing we could do. I was about to just walk out, and we should probably fast travel. No, you know what? I wanted to look around the maintenance sector a little bit more, though, didn't I? I know there are some places where we had seen some things we could not reach. Although, do we think we could reach any of them now? There was that door that was way up on that walkway, the level 5 door that looked like you could just jump through the fence around it. We still don't actually have the ability to access that. Again, looks like a place where a double jump would be really useful. Yeah, I'm not sure that we're actually going to be able to find anything else. Well, you know what we could do is we could go see Ati at least. See if he has anything for us. He just he seems like such a plot-relevant character. Also, there was all that ominous stuff he was saying to us about coming calling to collect on a debt or whatever. Seems like we ought to ask him what he meant by that. Okay, this is not ideal. It's just a lot of enemies is the thing. We almost managed to kill him even through the heals. So close. This is where all that extra launch damage is really coming in handy, though, because if we can kill things in one hit, it doesn't matter how quickly they're healing. Alright, we're going to keep an eye out for house memories. House memories are the most valuable currency at the moment. So it would be not very smart to just jump down, right? You know, even if we're going to go see Ati, probably fast traveling is still the smart way to do that. I don't know why I'm thinking like the only thing a fast travel could do for us is take us back to the mission. Yeah, alright, let's go ride the elevator again. Wait a minute. Aha! Look at that. It was worth it. It was all worth it. A fan supplement. The notion of fan death has now become widely has now become widely known in the region since foreign investigators, Park, I'm gonna guess, met with a local journalist to explain how electric fans operate at speeds that may suffocate users by overly disturbing the air. As our agency is still young, we must take care to avoid missteps. Any explanation given to the public must provide sufficient yet vague rationale that will reaffirm their certainty that ours is a stable, controlled world. We must tread carefully, especially in this increasingly technological world, with the radio and other innovations allowing information to travel at speeds previously undreamt of. This is precisely why we insist that our department handle all communication with public bodies. With all due respect, William S. Powers, head of the Department of Public Knowledge and Diversions. This one is actually dated. Containment location, Panopticon, Floor 1, Unit 15. So, just Google fan. I don't want to get into a whole thing here. It's not real. Don't yell at me in the comments about how no, actually, it's not a real thing. Okay, anyway. There are some really interesting things to be said, I think, about how it used to be a certain kind of fun to play with the knowledge of conspiracy theories, and a lot of people have talked about this at great length around the time that the X-Files came back, a couple of years ago, I think, at this point, about how the world is a fundamentally different place now, and conspiracy theorists all of a sudden are a lot more dangerous and powerful. And, you know, there was a time in the 90s during the original run of the X-Files, you'd be like, the lone gunmen were like figures you could be like, aha, those wacky guys, what'll they get into next? But nowadays, conspiracy theorist thinking is doing actual, real, measurable harm to a lot of people, and so that kind of stuff is a little bit less funny. I think what I experienced there was just a moment of that, just a moment of me going, oh, come on, really? Really, are we going to talk about the fan death now? Alright, where are we gonna jump to have the easiest time accessing Ahti? It's probably just the central NSC power plant thing, right? Yeah, we can reach the janitor's office pretty easily from here. I guess we can go through ventilation as well. You know, ventilation's totally right. That ventilation thing is like right outside his office. It's by that door that we still haven't been able to get to the other side of. And it's also in a room, or it's near a room that we weren't able to actually figure out the purpose of, right? Oh no, we have been on the other side of this now. Where is this? Wait a second, I'm all turned around. There we go. That's the door I was thinking of. Yeah, so we still don't know what the deal is with this. We don't really, I think, have any new tools for figuring it out. When I step on this stuff, I feel bad. If I hold up my shield and point it at the source of the pain, it does not help, which is not a big surprise. That's not a new... That's not blowing my mind. So we still don't really know what this is about. It could just be that it's a room that's supposed to look spooky and you're supposed to go, oh man, that mold. But it feels like it has more mechanical significance than that. I don't know. We're going to touch this real quick just because it refills our health. And let's go see if Ahti has any cool new side missions for us on his cool side mission board. Because he did go out of his way to mention that it was a place where we might be able to pick up stuff. Things to do. That's actually a fairly good question. Oh, hey, look at that. A work order.
It's back. What killa päättiin? Paska mikä
Fire.
paska.
Or Pasca, yeah. Okay. Go to the pump station. Is that the place that is through... Yes, it is through this door. Maybe? Might be through this door. Pump station. Pump station... That's the way to the power plant. I wonder if this is just going to be go down to the same place and do the same thing? It looks, though, like this is trying to lead me toward an area that I've not been to yet. I hear feet. Anyone else hear footsteps? I ask you as though you can respond. We're definitely going the wrong way. Well, how do I get to the place that he's trying to direct me to? It looks like it's on the same level as the janitor's office. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, it was just highlighting that I can pull them off of the thing. Oh, that's a neat effect. Standing that it actually like blurs your vision a little bit and stuff. We are probably not helping the oldest house right now. Okay, hold on. Let me get back up to the janitor level and try to figure out if we can get to the place that's pointing us to. I've kind of come around on the map. Like, it's a bad map, right? There's no two ways about that. But I kind of like that it's a bad, borderline useless map. In the sense that the oldest house is hard to navigate and also, presumably, hard to draw maps of. I agree. You know what, Ahti? Something tells me you're everybody's elder. Just a feeling I have. Okay. Maintenance pump stations. So, in theory, there's a door here? It seems like the map is indicating that there's a door right here that we could go through, right? I'm not allowed to use my powers in here. If I was, I would definitely throw something at that wall. But it could be a different elevation, right? It's the same color as the janitor's office area, so I would like to think that it's the same elevation. But this is just like the map being bad. But yeah, like, I get it. I get why the map would be bad. I think it's a fine thematic choice. It might be a little frustrating from time to time, but I actually kind of like the fact that they were willing to just go for it. And Giant Bomb was talking about this a little bit on the Bombcast recently, but like the fact that the building actually does a really good job of directing you like a real place, like with the signage and stuff, makes it less frustrating to deal with that thematic choice. That said, I know that I am more willing to deal with goofy nonsense choices that harm your mechanical function for thematic reasons than most people are. For example, I am willing to play Pathologic. So I don't know, maybe not everybody's okay with it. Oh hey, we weren't able to get in here before. This unfortunately does not seem to be a way to go to the place. It does have loot in it though. Show me cool stuff. A ritual impulse. Is that even cool stuff? How many ritual impulses do I have right now? 29? No. No, it was not cool stuff. Alright, does one of these little side areas lead somewhere now that it did not lead before? Because that could happen. You could always run into the situation where it's like it's a Metroidvania problem and like you just couldn't access a thing, but now you can. But also, in the oldest house, it might be the case that there just are doors that didn't exist before. Where does this one go? Just into a little office. Right, yes, I remember being in here. This is the place where we found the first Threshold kids? No. But it's near there. There's one of these rooms down here. Well, it looks like we may just not have an easy way to get to the damn pump station. We could try accessing it from the main room? The power plant area? Like you can see, there's a path that runs below the janitor's office, or maybe above the janitor's office. Really hard to tell, actually. Let's use the fast travel. This is totally a case of using the fast travel to jump about 10 feet, but what am I gonna just run 10 feet? I mean, the coolant pump area. No, that's definitely wrong. It doesn't. It might be accessible from the coolant pumps. You see where the like that little path that goes off the east side? Maybe. Let's start by checking from here though. See if we can figure out what that other path that's in the same direction as the janitor's office is. So it's this way. Right, that's the ventilation entrance. There's nothing else. So I guess from the ventilation entrance, we're seeing that this goes over here, and then the janitor's office wraps back around above it. Not that it actually is another path. Yeah, no, we were just in this room. Well, I'll tell you what. We're just about at the hour. Let me try one more thing here really quickly, and then
Itching for some real action.
I'll just look around on my own time, and I'll start the next recording once I have either figured out how to get where we're going, or I have given up on getting where we're going. But let's try the coolant pump entrance and see if we can get there from the pump room, or if we can access that upper area somehow that we just like didn't do a good job of figuring out last time. So we would want to go, yeah, this way. The more I think about it, the more I wonder if that sense...
My old enemy, the clock, is blocking the pipes.
Okay.
You need to deal with that shit. He's very clever. He's trying to sneak in. We got him caught with his hand in the fish trap. Get rid of him.
Well, that suggests that we're doing this the right way. The thing is, I can't remember... Oh, jeez. There's some relatively serious enemies. Ow. I can't remember what the dialogue was like on the first time we went and fought the clog in the pipes. So I'm wondering if it's just a repeatable mission, basically, to make sure you don't run out of currencies. But I think we're... Well, that's not what I meant to grab. I think we're going to a place we've never been before, right? I think this is new. Because the place where we fought the clog before is marked on our map pretty clearly. Okay. Ow. Jesus. Damn it. Stupid throwables. Oh! Hey, a guy. Well, the good news is he ran into my, my held object. Bad news is, I got jump scared. Just a tiny little bit. Okay, so this would take us up to the power plant level. This is the wrong way. We want an exit that is on this side of the room. And I mean, like, up there, definitely. Yeah, because that area to the south of us is the area where we blew up the clog stuff last time. This node's in research. Really don't have the time. I'm so busy doing janitorial work. Jeez, what do you think? Is it up there, maybe? We're looking right at it this way, so it could be up there. There's definitely not an exit over here that I remember. Yes, let's verify. Yeah, there's definitely not an exit over here. So the thing we're looking for is above us, for sure. Well, let's see if we can figure it out. Is that a door in that wall over there? Where does this go? This does take us to approximately the right
again, Mr.
place.
Clog.
Yeah, okay.
Really let yourself go.
Was this door just not here before? Or maybe it was just not open before? It's one of these things that we have to wait for the light to turn green. The simulacrum. No unique procedures required. The item's form is different than any previously reported. Please make a note describing the new form. This is something that was acquired in 2001. The object's true shape and appearance are unknown. It has been known to take the form of the following objects: ring of keys, lunchbox, wrench, microscope, stapler, glasses, mail tube, and spoon. It seems to prefer small and metallic. The item is able to adopt the physical form of items in its immediate vicinity. The item is capable of limited physical movement, repositioning itself whenever it changes form. This only occurs when it is unobserved, physically and digitally. Because of this, the transition between shapes has never been observed. Reciting formula I-14 or I-32 causes the item to reveal itself by shuddering. Boy, I sure wish we knew those. Originally discovered within the Bureau itself, whether an agent brought it inside, intentionally or otherwise, or if it resided here prior to our arrival, is unknown. And, unfortunately, functionally unknowable. So she's talking to the clog, but I don't actually see it. I mean, I hear it. Am I supposed to be seeing... Oh, it's... Yep, there it is. Never mind, I found it. Stupid bulletproof grating. Alright, well... Where is the power brick? Need a power thingy. Alright. I've played a video game or two in my day, although I'm not 100% sure that I needed to do that because we were already on the other side of this door. Well, I guess let's see if we need another power brick anywhere. So hold on a second. This exact design of panel is the one that was behind that fence that we saw. So that means you don't interact with these directly, you just power them. Is the other one's connected to a similar... No, it is not. It's connected to something larger. I kind of wonder what happens if we pull the hose. I'm gonna pull that. Huh. Okay, it behaves very strangely, is what happens. You know, the oldest house is a strange place. Good on the developers for coming up with a setting that justifies any weird, any weird bugs that might occur. It just makes sense in universe. Lock controlled remotely, but by what? I need to figure out how to get down here. I thought we were going to be moving through that door. I was starting to think maybe this is what that power brick did. If we pull this, it just closes this door? No, actually it doesn't do anything at all. Once the door has been opened, it's good forever. So, what are we trying to do with these then? So I need to get under the floor. Here's another one of these things. Just make sure we're not missing anything incredibly obvious. Okay, that door actually does close. That's weird. Oh, there's another receptacle over here. Maybe that's what I should be looking at. That also did not open it. Okay, maybe we need both of the receptacles in this room to be powered? Yeah, I guess I didn't realize that this brick was operating both of the doors. I thought we opened this door by doing that. Okay. Mission updated. Activate the draining pump. So, we did not open that. Okay, there we
We should go down there to clear out the rest of it.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't really want to, but I guess so. Anything for Ahti. This staircase is very unpleasant to navigate with this camera. I thought I remembered that we could break the ones last time with the gun. Oh no, okay, we can. I guess you just gotta hit it from the right angle? Or maybe not all of them can be broken with the gun?
I sincerely hope we never meet again.
Yeah, that would be cool, right? Okay, ability points. Ability points are an okay reward. That's a thing I actually care about. And some threshold remnants show me house memory. Okay, a very powerful spin rate of fire boost. I still think I want to stick with this, though. We get some headshots with the spin, you know, just because, again, the volume of shots. It's a shame there's not a control point down here. I would love to not have to run back all the way up there. I wonder if we'll get any more dialogue from Ahti now that we've done this. Oh, Jesus. Please don't shoot me in my face parts. I need those. Let's see exactly where it came from. I guess I have a tool for safely feeling out where enemies are shooting at me from, because I can just expose myself and hold my shield up. Ah, there we go. Damn it. There we are. Like a weirdly large number of low-level enemies that are not really a threat to us. There we go. That's efficiency right there. And I mean, like, in theory, it's useful for there to be endless enemies, because, you know, you might need a lot of currency for crafting or whatever. But if we can't get a house memory, there's not even any point in crafting. So I still don't have a sense of how we would get up there. And we know that there's something up on that ledge too, right? I guess that's probably not the best way to look at it. You know what? I wonder if it is possible to stand on top of an object and levitate yourself by picking it up with the launch power. Let's find out. Maybe there's some, like, secret tech here that I'm supposed to be utilizing. It looks like I can't... Yeah, I can't get it to highlight the thing I'm standing on, maybe. Let's try it with a couple more objects. Maybe something a little larger? Nope. Where's, like, a big thing that I can levitate? Something where I will definitely be able to look down and get the crosshair on it. That's pretty big. Okay, no, you just can't highlight anything that you're standing on. What if I did this? Oh, you lift it through yourself, unfortunately. Well, I feel like I gave that a legitimate try. I don't think we're able to do this yet. That said, seems like we might end up coming back here from time to time. How did I... Yeah, this is how we came in. I'm trying to get back to the control point. Alright, well, we moved the plot forward, like, what, half a step today? Somewhere in that neighborhood? There we go. You know, productive, though. We got lots of fancy mods. That's got to be worth something. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time, tomorrow. We're finally going to go back and speak with Marshall, and I'm betting she's going to be really insubordinate for no reason. And we'll see you then.